Well, hello.
Goodbye.
I've missed you, my dove.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, that's nice.
It hasn't been the same without you.
Yeah. Nice little road trip to Philadelphia.
Yeah. It was fun. I got to hang out with my brother and fucking his
Eat a
roommates.
cheesesteak?
I did. Oh, I'm glad you bring that up because I had the biggest cheesesteak I've ever seen in my fucking life. They have fucking literally a 2 foot long cheesesteak. And it was fucking amazing.
So what you're saying is you put 2 feet of meat in you?
Yeah. And I'm saying that I wouldn't have been able to handle it if not for you, my love.
That's what I've been training you for.
Without you to warm me up for 2 feet of hot meat in my mouth, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I
You're
just
welcome.
want to take this opportunity to say I appreciate you.
Was it good? Was it
was
delicious?
really
Everything
fucking
you could have
good.
asked for.
Dude, it was so fucking amazing. It really was.
How'd you get it?
What?
How'd you get it made? Like, what'd you get on it? How'd you get it?
Oh, it was just a fucking cheesesteak. None of that extra shit. Weighs no sauce, like a goddamn champion.
Peppers? Onions? No?
Nope.
Interesting.
Yep. I usually do get it with peppers and onions when I'm getting it from like, somewhere not in Philly. But yeah, no, I was like, just give me the straight fucking, give me the experience. Give me your best shot. And they did.
So they fired away?
Nice.
They hit you with their best shot, huh?
They hit me with their best shot and did, in fact, fire away. Away was fired. Yep.
Sounds hot.
Oh, it was. It was. I
You know
burned my
what I
mouth a
had?
little bit. You what?
Not a cheesesteak.
Oh, damn.
No. I had a Popeye's chicken sandwich. It was
Nice.
Pretty good.
It's good, yeah.
Overhyped. Wendy's is still superior, but
Did you enjoy it in that sexy new chair you're sitting in?
oh, you mean this secret lab chair?
That is exactly the one.
Give it a little twirl.
I feel like just last week we were talking about, it being important to take care of yourself and good posture and getting a nice chair for you to sit in. And here we are a week later and there it is.
We were.
That's crazy.
Well, I've kind of already been looking at chairs for a while. I just finally pulled the trigger.
Oh man. Well,
Went, little Dark Knight,
Yep.
little Secret Lab Dark Knight edition,
yeah, you got the black on black.
black on black with the
Cute.
Batman.
Cute.
The bat signal right there. Sexy. Probably the most comfortable chair I've ever sat in my life.
It looks comfortable. I'm
Yeah.
gonna come over and sit in it.
The only seat more comfortable was your face, but
I mean, what can I say? It's molded to your body.
yeah, it's true. I mean, really, seat's comfortable, but there's something it just doesn't tickle me the way your chin hairs tickle my taint.
Few things do.
No, I did. I finally pulled the trigger, bought a chair. It was fantastic.
Nice.
I mean, we did have a hiccup, right? So I ordered it.
Yep.
I ordered it that Sunday night after the podcast.
Nice.
I ordered it. Received the chair Wednesday. Started putting it together. The base of the chair had a threading issue, so I wasn't able to actually put the tilt mechanism on the bottom of the chair.
Yikes. Which means you can't put the
you
whole
miss
fucking
threading?
chair together.
Right. So I was like, that kind of blows. So I reached out through their their support stuff and everything on their website. It's like 1 to 2 business days. Threw it up on Twitter. Like, I was super stoked. Like, chair quality's fucking amazing, but unfortunately I can't put it together. And with a little extra commenting and goading there, they reached out. Secret Lab slid into the DMs, and I had the new seat delivered yesterday.
Nice.
Put it together, and it's
There we go.
fantastic.
Just sit on the pole. Now we're talking. That's solid advice. I like it.
always. But yeah, so I mean, what I bought the chair, I got it within 2 days. Didn't work. Reached out, got the replacement piece in 2 days. I mean, customer service on point.
But how does it caress your butt cheeks?
I mean, it caresses like it's
Are your butt cheeks properly caressed?
super caressed.
Good.
Like, I mean, legitimately, and it's made me a better gamer, right? Like I've
Yeah.
launched PUBG for the first time in a while because I felt comfortable.
Right.
17 chicken dinners in a row,
Of course.
all headshots.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Has your frame rate
GM.
gone up?
I'm GM in Overwatch now.
Nice.
Yep. Like,
Fuck yeah. That'll do
yeah,
it.
I completed my placements. GM. It's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Top tier.
I played Doom again.
Nice.
Right, 2016 Doom.
Yep.
It's even easier now than it was before, and believe me, it was pretty easy before. Like,
Oh damn.
Nightmare run, 1 life, boom, done.
Wow. That's a pretty big dick play right there.
Yeah, you know, accuracy.
Yep.
Accuracy's to the roof now.
Yep.
Just
I'll just start calling you the 3-time. The back to back to back.
video game sitting champion.
Of the online gaming community.
Oh, also, and they were dolls too, and they included a little premium leather cleaner.
Ooh.
Yeah. To go with my chair. It's
Oh
nice.
my.
But yeah, so I took the advice, and it's so nice. Like, my back doesn't hurt. Like, it's got this nice little pillow. I can just sit back. I'm just gonna.
There we go.
It lays all the way back. Basically becomes a bed.
Yep. And so here's the new move. We're gonna start streaming. He's gonna like tilt your chair all the way back.
Just
New podcast format, guys.
wait. There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh shit! Now I'm stuck.
Oh, he's old. He's falling and he can't get up.
But yeah, no chair, super good. I
Good.
love it.
See, the best part about the chair and the reason that it's perfectly timed is that it came in the day before International Women's Day.
Oh, I definitely needed something that caresses my booty because
Yeah. After the pegging he's gonna get tonight.
you mean the pegging that I've already received.
Oh man.
We start International Women's Day in this house correctly.
Good.
Woke up.
Good.
I was like, hey,
That's what
honey,
you should.
happy International Women's Day.
Yep.
You know, spread and accepted the love.
Naturally.
So other than you going to Philly, how was your weekend, man? Do anything exciting?
I did. You know, I was gonna stream Friday night and then I didn't because I was hanging out with some exceptional gentlemen. I was hanging out with my
Sounds
boy
nice.
Devonte, aka Like and Venom. That was a good time.
Cool.
I was hanging out with my boy There Can Be Only Vaughn, aka Vaughn. And you know, you baby. My one true love.
I forgot I was there, wasn't I?
You were, yeah.
It was fun, man. We
Yeah.
had a few drinks.
We did.
I finally got to meet some people, you know, from the Twitch world IRL.
Yeah.
You dragged me out into
I did.
public
Out of the house. Dizzle was out of the house.
at a
guys.
bar.
At a public bar. A public house.
Yeah, no, it was fun. We had a couple drinks and we went back and had a couple more beers. It was like 3 a.m. by the time I got home. Shit was late. It was nice.
It was a little bit late.
Then I've
No,
also
it was
realized
later
I'm
than
a
that.
little too old for that, and it takes me a long time to recover from being up and that
Yeah.
late.
Yeah.
Mm.
I was definitely hurting. and then I woke up the next morning and had to drive up to Philadelphia. And
You did.
yep.
You
And
know
then
what?
we were hanging out until fucking 4 o'clock in the morning because daylight savings time. That fucked me up a little bit.
Oh yeah, that happened. Oof.
Yep. Like I looked down at my phone and I was like, oh, it's 1:45. All right, cool. We're good.
3 a.m. hits. Oh, wait, it's 2 a.m. again. Or what, 4? It skipped ahead.
Yeah, now it's 4. Great. This is wonderful.
Fucking daylight savings time.
Yeah, that shit's a pain in the ass.
So,
yes.
let's see. Let's get into some fun items, right? Like let's talk about. Let's start with some fun stuff, and that fun
my
stuff
body's
is
ready.
Gonna be, TwitchCon Amsterdam canceled due to coronavirus, also known as COVID-19.
Yep.
Which, if you say it to the correct beat of say, the song "Come On Eileen," it's COVID-19. Oh, I swear we will be together.
It's okay.
It's in your mind now forever. Everyone will now every time you read it, you're gonna be like, "Hey, look, it's COVID-19." I fucking love it. I mean, you got to make light out of it, right? Like, it's not. People are freaking out over nothing. It's not like it's the new, bubonic plague. I hope. I really hope. A culling is needed.
Well, it's the last time we see Dizzle before he's struck down by the combination of karma and coronavirus, guys.
Bring it on, bitch. I've never been scared of a light beer. But so TwitchCon Amsterdam was canceled, right? And that's just like in a string of other things being canceled. South by Southwest.
Yep, South by Southwest got canceled for the first time in 34 years?
34 years. Big music and arts festival in Austin, Texas, and first time in 34 years that it's been canceled.
Yep. So it's not good.
Yeah.
It survived avian flu, swine flu, fucking whatever else happened in the last 34 years. I'm bad on my.
You really want to get into conspiracy theories though, but like all the way back to like SARS and shit. Every year there's a major virus. It's an election year.
Really?
Yeah. SARS debuted in an election year. Bird flu, swine flu, all those.
Really?
Yeah. They're government created, man.
Now, is it like a presidential election year, or is it?
Yeah, for us, like presidential election.
Okay. Huh.
The government made these viruses, man.
That's true.
No, I don't know. I just thought that was funny.
It's definitely weird.
It is. But also, I think there's another thing. It was kind of weird. It was like most major plagues like back to like the bubonic plague or something have been like a year that like a 20 year.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Let's see. What else? The state of emergency in the city of Los Angeles, right, has been declared because of the coronavirus.
In the state of Maryland.
Oh, yeah, the state of Maryland,
Governor Hogan of Maryland
with that,
declared a state of emergency.
Or a state of emergency, whatever. But so with that, obviously, what's coming up in around like June? Well, there's E3.
Yeah, which was probably going to get canceled anyways, but this gives them some cover. So
yeah, but here's the big thing.
Thank
E3,
God all those people are infected, so the guys from E3 don't look as bad.
Here's the thing with that though. E3's kind of been going downhill lately the last few years. A lot of people have been pulling out and doing their own thing. Nintendo's been doing their own thing for the past, for quite a few years now with their
PlayStation's been
Treehouses and Nintendo Directs.
Yeah.
Sony
PlayStation
does their own
does
thing.
a state of play shit, but they also had already backed out for this year.
Well, yeah. But also, E3 is a big thing for even other developers. They like to obviously go show off their games and everything.
Yeah.
If E3's canceled this year, I think this is just another big stepping stone to like the end of E3. I could see a lot more like Microsoft and all them just go, because obviously they're going to need to want to get their game announcements and everything that they were planning if E3's canceled shown off. So then what do? They take a page from Nintendo and Sony and start doing their own little digital shows and all that to really get the information out there. So
Microsoft already does a pretty good job with their own little digital shows. They've got a platform to push it out on, obviously.
Right, but I'm saying Microsoft's they still hit a lot of the trade shows and stuff.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing is Gamescom is coming up. Gamescom usually happens in March, I believe.
Is it? I thought Gamescom was later.
Maybe it's later. Hold on. I don't remember the exact dates. But they're still moving forward, right? So Gamescom preparation is continuing.
Okay.
But in the same venue where Gamescom's happening, there's other events that have already been like postponed or canceled, which is the International Hardware Fair, FIBO, and IAW have already been postponed.
Yep.
So it'll be interesting to see. I know Gamescom's over in Cologne, Germany.
Which IAW
So
got canceled? Was it Keto Ice or?
Well, so
I
the
think that
event
one
still
already
happened. They
happened.
just didn't allow spectators, which I think actually they did with the Mortal Kombat 11 Final Combat tournament going on right now. There was a whole thing where the tournament's still going on, but they didn't allow like a whole spectators or something like that. It was a whole
That's
thing.
probably the best option for
Hold the event but don't allow public access kind of deal.
yeah, because like that way the tournament itself doesn't fall behind, but you're not exposing anybody to any kind of additional risk. That's a hell of a plan.
Right. Which
They're still losing out on a shit ton of money, but that's money that they were gonna miss anyways. Because they'd already had all the equipment, they'd already had all the staff, they already had everything to do the show.
Well, that one was announced a day before the tournament was supposed to happen.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, but WB and stuff was really cool. They were helping refund travel expenses and shit like that. So.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah. So I mean, the way this virus stuff is going, a lot of events, and I mean, it's a lot of companies taking precautions. Whatever. That's it's good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how far is it going to bleed into some of these events? How far out do you think we're going to go with this before it kind of people are like, oh, okay.
I think they're playing it by ear. We'll probably start seeing more cancellations within a month of the actual event, depending on how.
Oh yeah. Well, so the other thing that's interesting, we were talking about E3 just a minute ago. The other thing was interesting in the last week or so with E3 in the last couple of days. So I am 8-bit, which has been, which is like a merchandise and event production company, resigned its position as creative director via Twitter from E3.
Yikes.
So they said, obviously the tweet said, it's with mixed emotions that I am 8-bit has decided to resign as creative directors of what was to be an evolutionary E3 2020 floor experience. We've produced hundreds of gaming plus community events, and it was a dream to be involved with E3. We wish the organizers best of luck. That's it. They never gave a reason or anything like that. Just it's with mixed emotions that they resign as creative directors of what was to be, and this is where I got kind of hung up on it, of what was to be an evolutionary E3 2020 floor experience.
Yep.
So I wonder kind of what happened with that. Was there...
Yeah, I want to know what big plans they had, if they have actually had any big plans.
Well,
or if they were just
but the other thing too, it's they were talking about obviously from the way they worded their tweet, they were planning some big shit, right? Because how it sounds, right? When you read it, evolutionary is kind of a big word,
right?
They were like, yeah, we're gonna evolve this experience
from a Charmeleon to a Charizard.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. Good.
Thanks,
Look
man.
at that.
Yeah. I made a joke that I made a reference that wasn't Final Fantasy related.
But
I'm proud of me.
They've stepped down.
Yikes.
But they didn't give a reason. So I just kind of want to see it. Hopefully some more develops off of that to be like, hey, we had issues with X, Y, and Z or the venue, what have you. But right now it's very vague. Just hey, we were going to totally take this shit to the next level, but we're no longer involved. We out.
Yep.
So that's just another notch in the oof of E3.
Yep.
Let's see.
Which sucks because I loved E3 for the longest time.
E3s are fun to I love all the gaming conferences. I like like E3s are fun. You always get some fun surprise announcements. Gamescom, same way. Like it, and it's nice to see. Like I know, obviously, a lot of developers save big shit for big conferences, like big reveals or big, what's next, which is it's great. As a gamer, you love to see it. You're like, fuck yeah, feed me more. But
for sure.
what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the corona comes for you?
Put some lime in it.
Yeah. Then pour it out because it's piss.
You drink Coors Light. Shut the fuck up.
That's my hydration beer.
No, White Claw is your hydration.
No, that's my.
You drink
hydration.
White Claw and Coors Light. Like nobody's listening to you bullshitting about fucking making fun of Corona.
White Claw is pure hydration. There is actually no alcohol in that. Coors Light is my hydration beer.
Motherfucker, I've seen you twisted as fuck off of some White Claw. That time that you posted that picture of your ass on Twitter with the Cheez-It box the first time. You've been drinking White Claw and you were pretty fucking to it.
But I went through I went through a couple boxes of White Claw.
I was there.
It takes a while to get drunk on them, but
you were fucking throwing them down. You were
I will tell you right now, though,
hydrated.
I woke up the next day hydrated. Felt amazing. No hangover whatsoever.
Like, damn, I can probably get some lawn work done today. God damn.
Oh, I did. No, that was
good.
the next day. I cleaned out the gutters, power washed the siding of the house and shit. And I was like,
nice.
Fuck yeah. Like, hydration is key. I love it.
It really is. It's important. Almost as important as posture.
Yup. So yeah, that's kind of it on like the meh. Oh my god, shit's still being canceled because of coronavirus stuff.
Yeah, so far. You think they'll cancel you think they'll cancel like the real TwitchCon this year?
I don't know, kind of like you said, I think they're going to play it by ear.
Yeah.
Cuz TwitchCon San Diego is not until September.
Yeah, so we still got like another 5 months,
6 months.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Like, obviously, if the shit gets more serious and over the top, then most likely. But it's 6 months out. By that point, people will be able to restock their infinite supply of soap and toilet paper and hand sanitizer that they seem to be wiping the stores out of.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a tweet last night. I was like I was laying in bed talking about how like hospitals were like people were like snatching like stealing shit from hospitals. Fucking like surgical gloves and hand sanitizer and shit.
Yeah, and you know what the funny thing is? Like I see all these tweets where people are like, "Oh my god, this store is completely out," or I saw a couple of people like post online about like stores are price gouging their soaps, like and I'm like, well, yeah, supply and demand, free market, blah 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 blah. But at the same time, it's like I've been to plenty of stores since the whole coronavirus thing has really popped off, and it's like, I don't know what fucking stores y'all are shopping at where you're out of soap, but like,
yeah,
I walk into my grocery store up the street, and there's plenty of like hand soaps and antibacterial soaps and all at the same price.
But I've been in a handful of grocery stores over the past week and have had no issues.
Right.
So,
there's plenty.
And that's like that was in Montgomery County in Maryland, which just had the state of emergency declared on it. And in our area, we just had two confirmed cases. Yesterday, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
One at Fort Belvoir and one at Quantico.
Yeah. But like, I don't know.
So like,
people are popping off for that fucking shit, and it's like, I don't understand where.
Des Moines, Iowa, with 0 confirmed cases, is selling out of hand sanitizer. I've got some questions.
Well, to be honest, this is probably one of the only few times a year where Des Moines, Iowa sells soap of any kind, but
that's rude. Okay.
I mean, I don't know anything about Iowa, to be honest with you. So
literally, the only knowledge he has of Iowa is that Slipknot is from Iowa.
Slipknot came from Iowa.
Yeah. See? That's it. That's the extent of his knowledge of Iowa.
I mean, and to be fair though, when you see Slipknot, like the first few years of you seeing Slipknot, you would think, not a lot of soap where you're from, huh?
They're probably not the best sample test from that though. Like those are some fucking weird dudes.
Well, I mean, for the first few years. Now that's like obviously they've been around for a while. Masks are all like that. Okay, you're all pretty much normal metal dudes. Still, like a good handful of you are kind of fucking weird, but like
so normal metal dudes.
Yeah, that's a good point. So moving on from all this scary coronavirus stuff, and cancellations of events. Castlevania.
Fuck Castlevania.
Season 3 on Netflix.
Fuck season 3.
Was fucking amazing.
Fuck like, Netflix.
This show has gotten progressively better every season. It's just so good. So good.
Oh my.
And the way they end it, and it's a fucking 10. I give this entire season, it's a fucking 10.
A 10.
10.
A fucking 10.
A fucking 10.
You know that like most of the people watching and listening to this are too young to know what Varsity Blues is, right? They're not gonna understand the glory of Billy Bob walking into a strip club.
Well, they need to go watch Varsity Blues, chat.
Seeing his teacher up on the pole and being like, "Holy shit, I know her."
Yo, chat, and everybody listening, you guys, I highly recommend watching Varsity Blues. One of the best football movies ever made. One of the best life movies ever made.
Yep. And parodied.
Huh?
It was parodied in Not Another Teen Movie where you saw Chris Evans with a banana up his ass.
I mean,
which we were, oddly enough, we were talking about the other night with me, Dizzle, Vaughn, and like.
Parody is kind of the best form of flattery. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Yep.
And anything that gets Castlevania season 3, it hits like all the correct beats. Like it's the animation is stepped up again this season. It's fucking good, and there's boobies in it. You see titties.
Okay.
It's like a rated R cartoon series. It's like hyper violent, and then there's like titties, and
titties are good.
Titties are always good.
My wife's been watching
the action's dope as fuck.
Ranma 1/2, which I guess is like an old ass anime.
Yeah, about a boy who turns into a girl.
Is that what I have not watched a single episode of it.
I haven't fully watched it, but yeah, there's like a whole thing where he like gets in like warm water or cold water or whatever, and it like makes him turn into a girl, and then like it reverse happened. I don't know. It's supposed to be pretty good. It's supposed to be funny.
All right.
I've never watched it. Who's been watching that?
My wife, Kate.
Oh.
Yeah. It threw me for... I tried like sitting down and watching for a couple minutes, and it threw me for a couple loops, and I was like, no. My stance on anime is unchanged. Still cannot be bothered to give a single fuck.
Yeah. So the story revolves around a teenage boy named Rama who is trained in martial arts since early childhood. As a result of an accident during a training journey, he's cursed to become a girl when splashed with cold water.
Got it.
While hot water changes him back into a boy.
Okay. So, like, what if it's just room temperature water? Like,
It's like a half and half.
What is like? Well, that's got its own set of problems, doesn't it? Like what? I wonder what like the temperature threshold is. Of like.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's a very comedic approach to everything. Like, there's a lot of whole like.
And like, how do you go about being afflicted with that particular?
Well, he uses it to get ahead. So like, he uses it to his advantage. So like, if
how does that come about? How do you get ensorcelled with that particular curse?
I have no idea. I've never watched it.
Okay.
I've never had any big interest in watching it. A lot of anime people really like it. I've just never taken the time to watch it. Maybe you should just sit down with the wife and be like, tell me a tale of Ranma and the half.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably not gonna do that.
Yeah, neither would I.
I would rather watch paint dry than watch most animes.
Let's see.
I have no idea. It's just hard for me to keep track of what the fuck is happening.
You should
Everybody's
watch
yelling.
Castlevania. I do recommend watching. Like, you should watch Castlevania.
Is it
It's
one
actually
of,
a pretty. So each episode's only about 25 minutes. The first season's only. It was like a test season. Like the first season was like a test. It was like it's only like 4 or 5 episodes.
But is it one of those animes where everybody is like yelling and overreacting to every single thing that comes up?
No, it's
Because my daughter
literally
got into
it's-
Sailor Moon also, and that's another one of those fucking ones where like everybody's yelling about everything. Like
No,
whatever it
it's-
is that just happened is,
it's
oh
not
my
anime.
god, this is so insane.
It's not an anime.
Okay,
It's a cartoon.
okay.
But it's like super dark and like bloody and violent in Castlevania. It's Trevor Belmont who, in Castlevania lore, is back like a long time, like in the lore. He's one of the last like Belmonts.
Okay,
He's
so
a
this
drunk.
is the one that's super violent with boobs.
Yeah, he's a drunk.
Got it.
Loves beer.
And is the super violence unrelated to the boobs?
Yes.
Like, okay, good. I would hate for
Yeah.
someone to get super violent.
Technically,
on
you
boobs.
don't see boobs until the 3rd season, in the last episode. But there's boobs.
How many episodes are there?
3rd season's 10. 2nd season's 8. 1st season's only like 4 or
So
5.
you have to go to the last season, the last episode of the last season, in order to see the boobs that you keep talking about.
Yeah, well, I didn't know there was boobs. It surprised me.
Right, but when selling somebody on this, if using boobs as the selling point, if you don't see it until the
I'm not
last
using
10
boobs as a
seconds
selling
of the
point. I'm
series,
just saying there was boobs.
That's how
It
you-
was a nice change of
that's how you're
pace.
trying to sell it to me, and I was buying up until you told me that I have to go to the last episode in order to see it. Now,
Yeah,
you
but
sit
the
on a throne of
hyperviolence
lies.
in the story's dope as shit. So you should
I don't
just
really
start
care
at
about that.
episode 1 and go from there.
Nope. Because I'm just going to spend the whole time waiting for boobs.
Go watch The West Wing, you fucking nerd.
There's no boobs in the West Wing.
Yet you still watch the shit out of it.
Only after
Boring
I watch
ass old
porn.
people boomer show.
Only after porn. I watch West Wing is the show that I watch when I'm trying to fall asleep. I know that it's boring. That's what I
You
use it
still
for.
watch it, and you still enjoyed it.
I listen. No, I've watched the series all the way through. It's a great series.
Fucking.
But
boomer.
that's what I put on when I'm falling asleep.
All right. Let's see. Let's talk about something else other than The West Wing. What is superior to? Amnesia. A new Amnesia game was announced. Amnesia Rebirth. So another fantastic delve into the horror realm for all you folks who aren't giant chicken shit. It's like my boy Steel here. Looks like it's from the same team as the other Amnesia game, so it's gonna be fantastic. Another actually really big announcement on just like the entertainment side of things. There's a Last of Us series coming to HBO
That does look cool.
with the writer from, I don't know if you ever watched Chernobyl.
I did.
That was actually really fucking good.
I take that back. I didn't. I meant to. I watched part of the first episode.
Oh, okay. I would go back and watch it. Like it's really like
Yeah,
the
no, I heard
writing-
nothing but great things about it. That's why I wanted
like that's
to watch
typically not my type of show.
Right.
And I was fucking hooked. Like it was good.
it.
But
Yeah,
it's-
everything that I heard about it was that it was fucking awesome.
The Last of Us series is being done by the writer, one of the writers from Chernobyl, and Neil Druckmann, who was the writer and director of the Last of Us game.
Nice.
So like, and it's obviously
probably pretty true to form then.
coming to HBO, which usually HBO likes to drop some coin on shows, and with as popular and as kind of beloved as Last of Us is, I'm pretty hyped. Like I think they can do a really good job with it.
There's a
I think a
0%
lot of it's going to
chance
come
I
down
watch this show.
to proper casting.
There's a 0% chance that I watch this show. Not because I don't think it's going to be great. I think that it will be great.
But because it'll be too scary for you.
Nope, not because it's going to be too scary. Because if it's anything like the video game, I'm going to be crying like a little bitch 5 minutes in.
Well, I mean, yeah, you probably are. We all are. We're just
That's
gonna be
why I
huddled
don't
up
want to
on
do it, man. Fucking, I was not prepared for playing that game. I'm fucking 5 minutes in, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, we got to get out of here. We're gonna be all right. Next thing you know, I'm fucking streaming, like trying to like not let everybody know. Like, oh guys, sorry, there's something wrong with my camera. Fucking. It was fucking horrible, dude.
Yeah, no. So I mean, and you got, I mean, again, the writer and director from the first game and the second game is gonna be riding with the dudes from Chernobyl, so they're gonna hit you hard as fuck. Oh no, I'm excited for it. I think they'll do a good job. I think a lot of it boils down to the casting too, though. Like, they're gonna get fucking ripped apart if they miscast like Joel or Ellie or whatever.
Who do you think they'd get? Who would make a good Joel? Aside from Nathan Fillion.
I don't know. I didn't really even think about it.
Like, I feel like the two obvious choices are Nathan Fillion and Rob Lowe.
Neither. No, neither of them. You say Rob Lowe?
I said Rob Lowe.
No.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman.
Hold on. HBO's not dumping Hugh Jackman money into this. Hugh
But
Jackman
I'm just saying, like, you asked me who I think. You asked me who I think.
I said, who do you think they would get?
Hugh Jackman.
HBO is not dropping Hugh Jackman money into this.
They got to drop some kind of money to make up for that last shitty season of Game of Thrones.
The last shitty season of Game of Thrones is how you know they're not gonna dump money into it. They dumped all kinds of money into Game of Thrones, and at the end of it, they just let it shit the bed.
Ooh, you know, who else I think you could do a good Joel though? The guy who played, Jamie Lannister.
Oh, Nikolov something.
Nicola, yeah, it's like Nikolaj Coster-Waldau or something like that.
Yep, that's his name.
I think he could probably nail a Joel. Like, I've seen him in a couple roles with like the grizzled like facial hair and stuff. Like he could probably.
Well, he had the grizzled role in Game of Thrones for a bit.
Well, yeah, later on in the show or whatever when he
was like captured and shit.
But like, I think
I don't think he'd play. I don't think he'd work.
Hugh Jackman's kind of like my number one, obviously, because he's Hugh Jackman. Yeah. Like, and just thinking of playing like grizzled old, like in Logan, where he's like a little, the grizzled, just kind of Wolverine.
It's basically the same role as Logan.
Pretty much.
Pretty much exactly the same role.
But yeah, maybe even Gerard Butler. He would have to like lose some weight and get back in shape, but
yeah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't like have to be in 300 shape.
But
he'd definitely have to be in like the Ugly Truth shape.
Yeah. So like Gerard Butler, I think, would probably be another good one. So I don't know. Ellie's casting, I don't really know because maybe maybe the girl from It. The remake of It, who played like the redhead chick and like the and like their little group, the Losers or whatever.
Losers, yeah.
I think she might play a good Ellie in the live action, but
I don't know.
In terms of Joel, my number one definitely Hugh Jackman. I think the dude who played Jamie Lannister could probably nail a pretty good job, or even Gerard Butler. I think he could probably.
I'd like to see Gerard Butler.
Yeah,
I think Gerard Butler is always a winner.
Keanu Reeves, just because
because Keanu Reeves is great in everything.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
No, he couldn't play. I don't know about him nailing a Joel, but yeah, no. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, especially to see kind of where they go with it. If they're gonna like, because I mean that's the game is super focused on obviously Joel and Ellie's story.
Yeah.
But with the show, it kind of give them more freedom to really kind of, yeah, here's Joel and Ellie's story, but they can kind of branch off and really explore more of like everything, like go deeper into the world of.
I'm curious to see if like how they like, what kind of like when in the timeline the show is taking place. I guess.
Yeah, if they're gonna do it like Last of Us 1, if they're gonna go between
1 and 2, or is
one
it
and
like
two,
post
like
2
for the
or...
game, like it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I'm
probably not coming
interested.
out for like another year at least. I would think.
What?
The show?
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, if they're just starting production, I mean, it's gonna take some time.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm excited for it. I think to obviously have the guy Neil Druckmann who did the games working with the writers from Chernobyl, which was again a fantastic series. I think that's just gonna nail kind of like I think they'll be able to nail the atmosphere and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and it'd be really it's gonna be cool to see like clickers and shit and like all their.
Who's that
gory,
one big
glory.
fucking monster that made me quit the game? Like, when you fight him in
The big
sewer?
fat dudes who shot like the gas, but then would also like puke on you.
Yeah. That asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing. Felt like I was playing Outlast again, and I was like, all right, this isn't fun anymore. I quit. Fuck Outlast.
But speaking of fun things,
no.
there was this little demo that came out.
Oh yes.
For this little indie title, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Dude.
Little indie title.
My body
demo was
is so
released
ready.
for it this last week.
I'm so ready. Dude, playing that fucking demo had me so fucking hyped to get into the rest of the game.
Well, so the best part about that demo too is there's a lot they left out of that demo. Also, it's an older demo.
Yeah.
So
that demo's been built for like a year and a half now.
Oh, I don't know if it's been that long, but
Fucking...
so it's the bombing run, but there's scenes and everything that are cut out of. Like there's an interaction with Cloud and Jesse at the elevator, where she asks about Tifa.
Yep.
And there's a whole flashback scene that's actually missing from there.
Oh, really?
Where it's a first-person flashback from Cloud's eyes, and he's walking through wherever the hell they're from.
Okay. Nibelheim?
Yeah, there you go.
I've never played this game before.
Small things that are kind of cut out. Obviously, for good reason. It's a demo. It's not the full fucking game. So, the one thing that I will say, it looks fucking gorgeous. Like, they are really...
Oh, God, it's so fucking beautiful.
They are really doing a hell of a job with this engine. Like, probably one of the best things. I think the best aspect of, for me, on that demo, train rolls, like the opening video's happening, train rolls in, right? Fucking Barrett's all, get down here, Merc. And fucking Cloud does his triple
super
gainer flip
awesome
off the fucking
like,
train, lands.
Totally unnecessary flip.
Flips are completely necessary in anime, so that's how this works.
All right, well, shit. Fine.
But the way it went right in, there was no break. It was all gameplay. Camera came in, zoomed in, went right around Cloud's head, and boom, you're playing the game. To me, that's extremely awesome how they're going to do that, and I feel like that's going to lead, like that's how probably most of the game's going to be.
Yeah. Going like from the cutscenes leading straight into the games without like loading screens.
Well, so if you notice that cutscene's gameplay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a full CG rendered scene. It was
no like FMV shit. It was just like,
which was really cool.
Yeah.
But the only thing that really got me is the actual gameplay itself.
What do you mean?
The combat system. Like,
yes.
Fuck a classic system. Also, for those who want to play in classic, I'm not judging. Like, good for you playing classic. Also, it means the combat's set to easy.
Well, in the demo, we don't know if that's how it's going to be in the actual release.
It will be.
Maybe.
It will be.
Maybe not.
Scrubs.
We don't know yet.
But the new combat system is fantastic. The whole switching between Cloud's operator mode and Punisher mode.
I
The
spent about 5 seconds in operator mode because I was told that Punisher mode does bigger damage, and
Yeah,
I
but
was
you
like,
move slow as fuck.
don't care. I hit harder.
And
You hit like
you're
a fucking truck, dude.
yeah, but you realize how that works, right? Like
Yeah, I hit
you
harder.
start a combo in operator mode, right? Like I can hit square, hit a couple attacks, take a quick pause, hit square again, throw up a launcher, dudes go flying in the air. I switch to Punisher mode, and then I just start smacking them out of the air. Like for me, doing the combos is fun.
Okay.
Not mindlessly just pressing square, but actually comboing with the system is super fun.
For me, going into Punisher mode and punishing.
And mindlessly pressing square. We get it. Yes. Yeah.
Nope.
Hold square.
Nope.
Good job.
No, it wasn't like that.
That's literally all
No,
you
it's
were
not.
doing. Yes, it was.
Nope. You can go back and watch my playthrough. That's not what
I
happened.
did. I was there.
Yeah. And that's not what
But
happened.
either way, all that it makes me think of is I can't wait to play as Tifa because
She's gonna be so fucking
I
OP,
just want to
dude.
go into like I really hope she's fully set up like a fighting game character.
She's gonna be so
Just going
fucking
fucking nuts.
nasty.
But
can't
no,
wait.
I love the combat system. I love the way they built the like the ATB gauge with that being tied to you being able to do, you know, all your potions and abilities. It adds, yes, it keeps it like a quick live, like, oh my god, I'm fucking shit up kind of system, but also still makes you think. Like you can't just be spamming potions. So you still got to be smart. You can't just jump in there and be like, oh, it's all right if I take damage, I'll just start hitting this button to fucking heal. Like, nah, dog, you don't have any fucking ATB. Like,
Yeah, that took some getting used to. I almost died once because of that. Just because it just took me a minute to fucking figure that shit out.
yeah. And I played through the demo. So I played through the demo a couple times. I played through it on like the normal regular setting or whatever twice.
Yeah.
And then I played through it so I played through normal and then, or like how they're with the new combat system on the normal difficulty and all that stuff, right? And then I switched it over to the classic on my second playthrough. I finished it, but I didn't like it at all. Like I'm like
I haven't done classic yet.
I immediately wanted to go back to the new system. Like to me, the new system is just so much more fun.
New system felt cool. It really did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to try class. I would prefer classic. Just because it'll feel more like the original game. But I mean,
It's a remake. Why do you want it to feel like the original?
Because like it's got all the cool new graphics and shit. Like I would like some semblance of the original game. I like that I put the option of classic mode in. I'm gonna play through it multiple times on both settings.
When the game is released, right, full release, you get it. Classic mode is available, but it still gives you that message where you can play it in classic mode, but combat is still set to like combat is equal to easy. Are you still gonna do a playthrough on classic, or are you just gonna play the normal?
I'll play it normal first and then do classic. Because I want the remake experience more so than I want to replay Final Fantasy VII for the 7 millionth time.
I want to say, then for the 7,866th time this year.
Yeah, I've played through that game a lot. It's a great game. I have no regrets.
It's a great indie title, small.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm interested. I mean, I'm buying the game. I've already paid for the goddamn thing. So
Goddamn right you are.
will I play it on launch? Probably not.
Goddamn right you will.
Huh?
I said goddamn right you will.
No, I won't.
Sure
I have
you
more
will.
important games that I'm gonna be playing. I'll probably still be kind of neck deep in Neo 2 when Remake comes out. So I'm not.
We'll see.
I'm not gonna jump on that.
When does Neo 2 come out again?
13th
Okay. Of March?
this month.
You're not still gonna be on Neo 2 a month from now.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not. You're gonna beat that shit in like 4 days.
Oh, I'm not. I mean, I like to think I'm pretty good at games now that I got my new Secret Lab chair.
Oh god, ka-ching!
What's up, Secret Lab? Hit us up. Now that I got my new Secret Lab chair. Hashtag not an ad yet.
Oh my.
You know, I'm even better. But no, I doubt I'll be done with Neo 2.
In a
Because
month?
so I have
100%
Ori.
will be.
Because I don't even think I'm gonna be starting Neo 2 the weekend it comes out.
Yeah, you are.
No, Ori 2 comes out on the 11th.
Yep. So you
2
got
days
2
later
days.
is Neo 2.
Yeah, so you got 2 days to beat Ori.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen. I'm going to enjoy my video games. The
You
20th
are.
is
You're gonna
Doom.
enjoy it so much that you don't put it down until you beat it.
Doom Eternal comes out on the 20th, so I'll probably take a break from Neo, play Doom, come back to Neo. Doom should. That's probably only like. Well, I mean, they did say it's a lot. I'll probably end up dedicating.
Doom's gonna take you like 45 minutes to beat.
I mean, it's super easy, right?
Yeah.
Best video soundtrack I've ever played. So, but no, I mean, and then the remake comes out, so I'll probably end up jumping into that a couple weeks after it's released.
We will see. He's gonna
But
play Final Fantasy
I
VII on
I
release.
hope it lives up to the hype, man. I've never been a huge fan of 7, mostly just because the story never did anything for me. So hopefully, what they're able to do with remake is expand on it and actually make me give a shit about these characters.
He doesn't like 7 because 7 got more hype than 6 does, and he likes 6 more than 7.
What? I love 6. I think 6 is a much better game story wise.
That's what I just
never
said.
got into. I respect 7 for what it did in terms of like the console leap and shit.
But you don't like 7 because 7 got more hyped than 6 did.
I could not get into the characters for 7, except for Tifa.
Kefka was the inferior bad guy.
What?
Kefka was an inferior bad guy to Sephiroth.
No.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yep.
Kefka
was a great bad
guy.
guy to be in second place.
Kefka is a superior bad guy to Emo Boy.
Nah, dog. Emo Boy reigns supreme.
Oh, mommy. Mommy issues.
As opposed to Kefka, who was just like, hey, I'm
But
crazy.
Kefka still destroyed the fucking world.
And then what?
And then, I mean, he dies. Obviously, he's the bad guy. Bad guys die.
Yep.
Sephiroth never achieved his goal. He just cried.
No, he didn't.
I'm a one-winged angel.
Literally never once cried in that game.
One-winged angel. Look at me. I have to compensate with my 9-foot sword that I'm going to plunge through Aerys' chest. Oh, my God. I can't wait for that death scene.
Dude, no, don't you fucking...
Oh, man. I can't wait for that. Yeah, just watch the pure terror and sadness across your face again. I hope they do it super sneaky this time. Like, really just come out of left field with it. Like, the flower scene. She's like, here, Cloud, here's a flower. And he just shows up. He's like, ah! And you're like, not this, not so soon, no!
I'm just hoping, like... I don't know. I'm hoping that'll make me fucking cry again.
It will.
I feel no shame in admitting that I cried like a bitch when Aerys died for the first time.
I mean, majority of people did. Like, you actually... Like, people who, like, were into the story and really into it. Like, yeah. I cried just because I spent time leveling her and then...
All those hours wasted.
I was so pissed. First time I ever played that game, I was like, all right, we're grinding levels, doing the typical JRPG thing. I'm like, she's pretty much my healer. We're going to put some time. And then dead.
Yep.
Excuse me? Motherfuckers, excuse me?
Am I a fucking joke to you, Square?
You take my money and this is how you treat me, you sons of bitches.
Yep.
But, so no, demo was lit. I'm into. I mean, I think the engine looks great. I love the game. gameplay on it, and already like the character banter, even during combat and stuff, it's kind of one of the big reasons I enjoy a lot of games. Like, I love character to character interactions in games, especially where it's like just kind of that continuous interaction, be it through combat or like just in the world exploration stuff. That's why I like 15 I thought was great. Just a little like the banter between like them as friends. Like, it's a nice aspect. It gives the game more life.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the part that I didn't like about 15 was that the first half of the game was super open world. You can go around and do whatever the fuck you want to do. And then, like, once you hit the halfway mark at, like, Chapter 7 or Chapter 8, it just becomes super linear.
It reverse Final Fantasies you.
Yeah.
Most Final Fantasies start off pretty linear and then open
and then
up.
you hit the open world, and then you can go up wherever the fuck you want.
Whereas 15 kind of started a little more open world and then got hyper linear towards the end.
Yeah, I mean, it was like
Chapter 13.
No, Chapter 13. It was just like a beeline to the end of the game. But even
that's what I'm saying.
Even from when you like cross the ocean or some shit.
Yeah, about chapter 10 or 11 on.
No, I think from what I remember, it was even sooner than that.
Really?
I want to say it was like Chapter 7, because like you go to the Tenebrae, and then from
where they had like that arena you could bet on, like the animal fight or the beast fights and shit. Like the Italy city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then from there, like it was just like you there wasn't much deviation.
You have the Leviathan fight and all that stuff, and then from there it gets I mean, it's still somewhat open, but it does get.
But like you got to like talk to the dog to go through like the fucking like time book or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah,
to go back
it gets
to the
a little
open
more
world shit toward the end of the game.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of the reverse Resident Evil or reverse Final Fantasy aspect of it, where it's like, because most Final Fantasies all start pretty goddamn linear.
Yeah, like Midgar is very linear,
right?
And then fucking they all start like guiding you through the and then you get like some airship or some transport or whatever, and then now it's
like,
open
hey,
world.
The world is yours.
Yeah, until the very end of the game.
Right. So
this one was the opposite of that. It's like, hey, this is a big world that you can go do whatever hunt you want in and all kinds of shit. And you get halfway through the game thinking it continues like that, and it's like, oh yeah, you finished with A, go to B now. You want to do something else? Fuck you.
So I had a slip of the tongue there, and I said Resident Evil because I'm always hyped for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, which also that's another one that comes out before.
I'm always hyped for slips of your tongue.
Comes out before Final Fantasy 7 Remake that I will be so ready to enjoy. So originally it was reported that Nemesis, right, who's kind of like the bad guy, the titular, like he's the never-ending enemy in this game. Like Mr. X was in Resident Evil 2 for a while. He chased you to like the police station, and you kind of get away from him. Nemesis chases you throughout the entirety of the fucking game, and you can't kill him.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Well, it was reported that he could break into safe rooms now. So Resident Evil obviously has a history. There's safe rooms. Like you can get into them. Enemies don't go in there. That's where you can save and like access your. So it's been kind of confirmed now, though, that it was misreported. Nemesis cannot get into safe rooms, which will kind of be, you'll know that they're the safe rooms due to like when the music chills out and it's like that classical kind of Resident Evil music and then whatever. But there are save points also throughout the game that aren't considered safe rooms that Nemesis will be able to clap them cheeks in. So I think it'll be nice. Adds a nice little flavor to the tension. I'm into it. The one thing I wasn't happy about is they did confirm that spiders are back in this game, and fuck some Resident Evil spiders.
Fuck spiders in general.
That too, but fuck Resident Evil spiders. And it was confirmed that Nemesis, if you do defeat him in one of your encounters, he does drop like rare items. I think it's gonna be like weapon mods and stuff like that to be able to do all that.
Go on.
But in the true sense of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, like the original, it's probably going to take literally everything you have to beat him, and then you'll be out of resources, and then you're fucked.
It's fair.
Until fucking 5 minutes later when he respawns and comes after your sweet cheeks, or heals and comes after you again. So yeah, I was terrified when I saw, like, I read that first report where it's like, yo, those safe rooms you guys are enjoying, trying to, escaping Mr. X. Nah, dog. Nemesis is about to be in them cheeks 24/7. I was like,
oh my. Fuck. Don't threaten me with a good time.
But, and then probably one of the cool, like, other biggest hype things for me, Ghost of Tsushima finally gets a release date, June 26th. They dropped it with a new trailer. Shows a lot of gameplay. Sucker Punch is putting some work into it, and your boy is hype. It's just the continuation of.
What's Ghost of Tsushima?
So it's Sucker Punch's new kind of open world game. I want to say open world, but I think it's more like a much larger sandbox game. It's set in Japan. You've seen the trailers for it, where you play. It's like a samurai, but he starts becoming a like a ninja, and you go through and fuck shit up. It looks dope as shit. It looks pretty as hell. God, I'm so hyped. It's like an action adventure game. Sucker Punch is the ones who are doing it, and Sucker Punch is known. They did like the infamous games, Sly Cooper. Yeah, Sly Cooper games are really fun, but the infamous games are really good. Nice, like they have a history of like larger sandbox action adventure titles. But it's ninjas, so I'm into it. Combat looks, the game does look really fun. I would recommend watching the gameplay trailer they released. It looks hype as shit. Like, I'm into it. But it was one that was announced and shown off, and they never had a release date, and they finally dropped the release date a couple days ago, and it was like, of course it's June. Like, why not? Like, just every month I'm like, okay, here's another couple $100. Thanks, games. They know I got a sickness and I need to play everything, so they're like, hey, every month we're gonna drop some more shit. But yeah, and that's about it for like big news. I got the list of shit coming out this week.
Hit us with that list, baby girl.
Ooh, so we got the next DLC for Elder Scrolls Online, Hero Storm.
Ooh,
comes out March 10th. So it's like a plan for like the next year, right? They have a year-long plan with these next like 4 content drops for them, where it's kind of like they're going into like what they've said. It's like the darker side of Skyrim, right? It looks like it's going to entail like vampires and like the werewolves. The more darker demon shit. So for people who are really still playing Elder Scrolls Online, which, for all 5 of you, hey, that content's coming out.
Heck yes.
The 11th, Ori.
2 werewolves, 2 vampires, and someone can play the Volturi.
Yeah. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, March 11th. I already got that shit pre-installed. Your boy's ready to go.
I am really looking forward to watching that.
I'm so excited for that. Like,
it looks so fucking
I watched,
good.
So
dude.
They had an event, and like Maximilian Dude and everything. I know there's a bunch of other like content creators, people who got like invited to this event for Ori, and he was showing off like some stuff for me, and it's fucking.
It looks so fucking
gorgeous.
Good.
God, I'm really excited for it. There's a game called Hidden Through Time coming out. It's like I think a puzzle game. No one cares. Overpass, which is coming out on Switch. It looks really funny. So it's like Overcooked, where it's like 4 people trying to work together to cook shit. But Overpass is it's think like that. It's like 4 people trying to work together to move shit. But like you can get run over by cars and like drop pianos on each other. It's like ridiculous. It's silly. It looks like fun.
You're silly, and you look like fun.
A game called Artificial Extinction is coming out on PC on the 13th. It kind of like a resource gathering survive. Like you land your ship, you have to gather fuel to refuel your spaceship and survive like artificial like intelligent drones and shit and murder them.
That does not sound like a game that I would enjoy.
Yeah, no. There's a game called Dead or School coming out on PS4 and Switch. It's already out on Steam. It has been for a while. It's an indie title.
Yeah.
Just anime titties and zombies.
Could be worse.
Yeah, no, it could be worse. MLB The Show 20 comes out on the 13th. On PlayStation 4. PlayStation always fucking nails like their MLB games. Those are always super popular for them. So people who are gonna buy it, play it, love it.
Naturally.
My Heroes 1 Justice 2 comes out on March 13th. Just anime brawler for, My Hero. And then, of course, the big one, Friday the 13th. Friday, March the 13th.
Ooh.
Neo motherfucking 2. Your boy bought his collector's edition. I got the physical coming in with his steel book, the art book, just the season. Oh.
So your body is ready?
Oh, so ready. I'm so hyped. The demos for it have been fantastic. I'm ready to get all up in Ninja Demon Land and fuck some shit up.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's it for this week for game releases.
Cool.
Oh, for all of you who are PC plebs, the Doom Eternal minimum recommended spec requirements have been revealed.
Yeah, these fucking specs are nuts, by the way, for a fucking Doom game.
Right. So I'm gonna hit you with the minimum specs, right?
Yep.
Minimum PC specs for Doom Eternal.
Yep.
64-bit processor and operating system, right? So
fairly standard shit.
Pretty standard. Intel Core i5 3.3 gigs or better, or the AMD Ryzen 3 at 3.1 gigahertz or better. Memory, 8 gigs of RAM.
Yep.
Okay. Not sounding too crazy.
Yep.
Graphics, a GeForce GTX 970, GTX 1060, GTX 1650, or the AMD R9 290 or the RX 470.
Yep.
50 gigs of storage space. And that's for 1080p, 60 frames a second at low quality settings.
Now for the high quality settings.
I'm going to hit you with the recommended PC specs.
Yeah. This is to run it at high.
64-bit operating system.
Yep.
Again, standard.
Crazy.
Intel Core i7 6700 or better.
6700K, which means it's overclockable.
Oh, I'm sorry, 6700K or better.
There is a difference. The K means you can overclock it.
X or better.
Yep.
16 gigs of RAM.
Yep.
For the graphics, GeForce GTX 1080, 8 gig. The RTX 2060, 8 gig. Or AMD Radeon R6 Vega 56, 8 gig. 50 gigs of storage space. And that is for 1440, 60 frames a second, high quality. So if you wanted 60 frames a second, high quality settings, you better have a beefy fucking PC.
Yeah. That's no fucking joke, dude. It requires 8 gigs of fucking VRAM for high quality settings. That's nuts.
Like,
you could probably run Crysis at high settings with this.
Fucking Crysis. Remember when that was the benchmark?
That was the fucking benchmark for the longest time, too. Like, long after Crysis was played, it was still the fucking benchmark.
Like, I like to think I have a pretty solid PC, but
you couldn't run Crysis on it.
I do. I have a pretty solid PC, right? Like,
yep.
And even these settings for me, I'm kind of like,
damn.
Yeah, damn. Like,
yeah. Well, you've got the. I don't remember what kind of processor you've got. But you've definitely you've got the RTX 2070. So you're.
I got a 2070. Hold on, I'll let you know. Let's see. I got an i7 8700, 3.2 gigs.
Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah.
You're 2 generations ahead of the processor they require.
16 gigs of RAM.
Yep. And the RTX 2070. So you're good.
Yeah. RTX 2070. So, I mean, I'm good, but still, like,
Not a lot of clearance room there.
I'm not. I'm good, but I'm not much higher than the recommended.
Yeah. You know the fuck thing is? I'm using an AMD Ryzen 7 1700X right now.
And the recommended is an 18.
I've got 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM at 3000 megahertz.
Right.
And my GPU is the AMD Radeon RX 480 8 gig. So I could probably run it fine on higher settings.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a really, like, we have solid ass PCs, and I'm like, looking at these recommended specs, I'm like, huh.
Oh, damn. Do I need to upgrade already?
Like, do I need to upgrade just to play this soundtrack? Like,
yeah. I think you will.
those specs are gnarly, though. It actually does have me kind of hyped to just crank it as high as I can just to
see how it looks, yeah.
Yeah.
And then just breeze your way through it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if just some of the snippet shit they've had of the soundtrack. I'm probably going to forget to play the game and just let the music fucking rock.
There you go.
Like, yeah, I just bought the special edition for the digital soundtrack. We're just going to... We played the game.
Yep.
But, yeah. No, other than that, that's kind of all we have. All I have. Steel, you got anything this week?
No, that wraps us up for this week. Next week, we'll start getting some more... Next week, all the games that we've been hyping up are going to start being released at long last.
I'm going to have so much to talk about with Ori.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to have so much to talk about watching you play Ori.
Next week's podcast might literally just be
It's the Ori
Sunday
cast.
Sizzle Ori edition.
Yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. In the meantime, if you want to watch us on stream, I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, twitch.tv/Steel. Dizzle streams Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, twitch.tv/Batdizzle. Follow us on Twitter and such for all your porn needs.
Yeah.
And,
Peace.
you know, in the meantime, you guys have a great week. We'll miss you all. We'll see you on stream. And happy International Women's Day.
Yeah, happy International Women's Day. Take
Now,
the pegging.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking sack up out there, man. Go take your pegging like a man.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, I'm dreading going upstairs is what it is. I'm gonna go upstairs in case she's gonna be standing there with the strap on like, come here.
She bought that new bad dragon, the gaping dragon.
Oh god. Oh no. All right, y'all have a good week.
Split you like a tuna can.
I'm scared.
Mommy.
And